started, but we're not in a good viewing position right now. I'm just starting this here because I gotta go back inside and handle a couple things with the laptop to make sure the stream is running smoothly. And then when I get back, we'll head to the spot where I'll actually be able to view the eclipse, although I won't be able to until the moon rises above the tree line. So, I'll be right back, and we'll get to that later. Back. I just had to grab some water, so that took a little bit longer than planned. So got portable charger so the phone doesn't die during the eclipse. And hello, Kyle. So now let's go for the viewing spot because, yeah, the moon's not gonna be rising from the north. It's gonna be rising from the south. So yeah. The moon has already risen, but you're not going to be able to see it for a while due to the trees, so we're just going to be doing just basically Q&A stuff until then. Hearing dogs barking that are not my dog that is not my dog's is always a good sign for things to come. I mean, this is a weekend that started with Friday the 13th and ends with the lunar eclipse. What could go wrong? Who knows, maybe my cat might show up. I mean, considering the tarot reading I was having about this eclipse got interrupted by a cat, it's a possibility. So, yeah, got a chair here. Hopefully it's stable enough so I don't fall on my ass or on my side, because I'm already on my ass. But yeah, moon should be rising from that direction soon. Sun's currently setting over there. And that's the result of having a bonfire one time and not doing anything with it since. The ground got really fertilized and that just sprouted. So, it's like, yay. Tend to your burn pits. They'll become jungles. Might find some other wildlife. Who knows? Just making sure it's live chat that's enabled. But yeah. Everything's set up. And I guess if anyone has any questions until the eclipse starts, like I'm saying, it's going to be a loud thing. Nope, that bitch is going to be quiet unless something hits the moon during the eclipse. Knock on wood that don't happen, because that's going to be... Actually, I want to mine that low key. That would be content for sure, but... yeah. But yeah, there's not much happening currently. And also heads up, the moon is not going to start turning red until like 10:30. So there's that. The moon's not even up above the tree line yet, so there's gonna be like a crescent or something by the time it rises. Or it might be red by the time it rises above the tree line. Got all these trees to contend with. But the moon will be going right over there. So, based off of where it was yesterday and where it usually goes every time it rises. So actually gonna BRB, let someone know I am live so she can join. And we're back. Just let me change a couple things. There we go. Now we're back. As I let someone know we were live, she'll be joining us shortly. There's a cat over there. Are you Jack? Are you one of Jack's kittens? Cause I know he's a dude and he's probably out here because he want to fuck a bitch or two. Come here, kitty. Hello, baby. Towards it because I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm having connection issues. Probably just left range of the Wi-Fi. Want to be with you. Okay, so. Seeing about that cat. I see it. See? You're gonna see animals. I was kind of expecting a deer or something to pop up because those pop up here too. But nope, it was a cat. By one of the many that my cat's hanging out with, and he usually hangs out over there, so. Yeah. Hello. Sam made it. You missed the cat. It wasn't my cat, it was a random cat. I tried to see if it would come to me, but no, it ran off. But now that cat might alert, if it is hanging out with my cat, it might communicate with my cat that I'm here and stuff, so. Yeah. Yes. You know, I debated on contacting my step-grandmother, when I want to call the situation, in Weir to see if she could come pick me up for the eclipse, but it's like kind of last minute and stuff, so. Yeah, because I thought the eclipse was gonna be later on in the night. But I was like, nope. No, it's not. Because Weir would have less, but it's not sure how, T-Mobile data contends with Weir, Kansas. The one in Kansas. The only one that's in Kansas. But yeah, with that in mind, like, if it had good enough signal, I definitely would have done it. Because less light pollution equals better eclipse viewing. Actually, I'm not sure there's any meteor showers active right now, because if there is, we might have some stuff with there. There's only one grandmother I have in Kansas, and I'm not gonna say names on stream. The fuck? I advertise this stream everywhere, I'm not saying names. So good. Don't worry. It's not anyone that you have met or know about beforehand, really. Oh yeah, I sent that twice for some reason. But don't worry. But it's fun. It was a thought. It was an interesting idea, but you also got tree line to contend with over there, though. And you definitely have to worry about wildlife over there because it's a little bit more further out in the boondocks. So definitely got to deal with deer, snakes, maybe, frogs, definitely. So that kind of ups the risk of running into snakes, which I would be fine with. Oh, also speaking of snakes, on my way out here, I saw a snake shed skin out here, and I was like, yeah, my snake's in his terrarium. There's other snakes on the property. And considering the sense of... Yeah. And considering the sense of smells that snakes have, he might act up if he's out here. Because he sensed the other snakes. Who knows? If it was actually considering the circumstances, I have no way to check the temperature without leaving the stream, so it's like, yay. But hey, hello, Brian. Yeah, currently live with the eclipse, waiting for the moon to rise above the tree line. There's gonna be blood eclipse too, so it's like full-blown lunar eclipse. Everything red, but should be going up this way. There's not a cloud in the sky, at least where this is located. There's clouds to the north, but they're out of the way, so I don't care about them. I sent him the thing on the Slytherin chat. Yeah. Probably because you have less trees. Where you're at, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, this area is heavily forested. It's eastern Kansas. It's a bit more forested than western Kansas. But we don't integrate the forest in the cities like Seattle does, that's for sure. But oh, severe thunderstorm warning for Natchez, Fayette, and Morgantown, Mississippi. There's a 1.1 quake near Fish Hook, Alaska, and a 4.2 magnitude quake in Nicobar Islands of India. So there's that. But yeah. You could tell Lewis. I'm sure you don't have him blocked. Also tell Ryan if you can. But yeah. No one knows those people, so I'm good. And 2.3, New Hope, Point Hope, Alaska. But yeah. Yeah, you're back. Yeah, you were messaging me on Messenger. I'll call you out, I don't care. You're like, no, don't do that. But like, really? Really? Okay. Morocco's shaking up with some quakes. That's gonna be fun. I can't. I gotta leave stream to do it. I'll share it. Is there an option to share? Yes, there is. And I sent them. Okay. It did involve in me leaving the thing, so it was like rude. And honestly, rude. But if you call the popo for me saying now, you're like, bitch, I live here. My ID says it. I hear cats though. Yeah, well, I sent them the thing via Messenger, so if they join, they join. If they don't, they don't. That's on them. Yeah, thanks. But yeah, and I mentioned on Twitter with that, I forget his name, stop Andrew related. Yeah, streaming the eclipse when it freaking shows up. I did. There's an option on stream to send a link to said stream. Yeah, I'll share it in the community post. There, Santa has a community post. So, that should help too. And I also mentioned it on Nextdoor. For those who don't know, it's like Facebook, but only people that live in your town can see what you post. So, and with 20,000 people, that's a pretty sizable audience. Crash stream. But yeah, I did post it on Nextdoor. I figured because a couple of my videos blew up on Nextdoor without me posting it on there to begin with, courtesy of Oregon and their earthquakes. And I was like, okay, I'll download this. This is actually gonna be good. Yeah, thanks. But I see hand. I'll show you my favorite finger. Thumb. Oh, got a white speck up there. Focus on the speck that's moving. This is interesting. Let's zoom in. What is this? Why is it moving? Why did it get dark? Lighting is weird, but it's moving. What the fuck is this? I'm assuming it's a plane. Because it's going the same path that most planes go over this area, so... It's a bit interesting just seeing that thing pop up. It's like, okay. But hey, I could zoom in. I'm definitely zooming into the moon during peak eclipse hours. Okay? Your finger hurts. Well, stop putting it in holes. That's horrible. Yeah, remember, it's full moon. We're gonna be crazy. It's gonna be amplified because of the eclipse. And looks like there's there's a star, actually. You're not gonna be able to see it with this for some reason, but this thing's going right by the star, so there's a star. So it's heading for the star. There's another one there that I wouldn't have noticed if it wasn't for me doing that. Although those might be planets and not stars. But yeah, that's interesting. Just viewing that sort of thing, just like, okay, there's something going on. There's another star up there trying to pop up, or planet. Well, going on with those, that one might be a legit star. Try to zoom in. There it is. So the night sky's starting to peak. Got a few more stars popping up. Not gonna go zoom in on every single one because I'll probably fall out of the chair trying to do so. But that plane aircraft thing is moving away. Well, don't put it in the air fry. Don't air fry your finger. You're not supposed to air fry your fingers. You're supposed to air fry chicken fingers. Hello, Mara. I'm not gonna say your first name because that's also mine. Because that'll be confusing right now. And it's probably confusing Sam right now. Because it's like, it's one of those things, like, if the person's name matches yours, you just feel weird saying it. Like, it's a weird thing. Yeah, well, yeah, it's joys. And so I was like, really? Now you're saying her name? Really? Well, she's probably just more or less weird with the whole, like, really? I'm not trying to air fry my fucking finger. The fuck? I slammed it in the door. In the air fryer door. Or something. She's probably just, like, looking at me, like, looking at the phone, giving a death stare or something. Or she, yeah. Okay, 2.7 and near Taupo, New Zealand. Taupo's major volcano, so that might be something to keep an eye on. Severe thunderstorm warning for Sherman, Denison, and Gainesville, Texas until 10:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. They put emphasis on the 70-mile-an-hour winds and golf ball size hail. I guess you can't rule out any hurricane force winds with that one, or any potential tornadoes. So be alert. But yeah, nightlife is starting to come into play, and I'm loving it. Wait, that won't be planets. The moon is on the same elliptical plane as the planets, so it's like it's not gonna be without our stars. Fam, what? You put my channel name with dots, and like, really? I will slap your flying bitch ass. Frickin' mosquito trying to go for my face? No. I'll beat the bitch ass. Your flying ass. Also, apparently there was a mass shooting in, the church in a church in California. And the fact that the churchgoers were like, nah, bitch, we're not doing this shit, and hogtied the gunman is just fucking the most savage thing that happened this year. Not gonna lie, that was the most savage thing ever. That was awesome. And like half of you guys left after threatening to beat a freaking mosquito. Like, are you that offended, or you just left because the moon's not out yet? But yeah, it doesn't start going red until 10:30, so gotta keep that in mind. But still, and no, in my luck, the moon's not gonna eat garlic. I don't have garlic. Although I could plant mint in the yard, anywhere in the yard, and the entire yard will become mint by the end of the year. So it's like, Actually, considering it's not disconnected anywhere, the entire block will become mint. And honestly, that's a new way to intimidate people, especially those that are educated in gardening. If they're pissing you off, threaten to plant mint in the yard. They will be like, no, bitch, we're not doing this. No, 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 no. Leave him alone. He's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, because how to grow infinite mint? Just plant a mint seed. Give it some time. If you're in California, yeah. Hello. Hello to Mexico. Okay. I'm in Kansas. Like, I don't know how to respond to that sort of thing. He's like, okay. But yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, if you're on the East Coast, like, towards the eastern side of Mexico, you have a better chance of seeing it than on, like, the West Coast. But then there's the circumstances of the storm situation, maybe. Mint is crazy. Mint is crazy. It's one of those plants where if you plant it and it's not in a container, you doomed your entire property to be a mint jungle. You don't have to worry about bugs, because the entire yard is going to turn into a mint bush. And nothing you can do to stop it. Not even a wildfire will stop it. It'll delay its growth, but once the fire is out of the way, it's going back to life and it's going to continue to plant it. You can't even starve it, like, you can't even dehydrate it, you know? You can't dehydrate it to death. It's drought resistant, and it's like, fuck. But you get infinite supply of mint tea. You get tired of mint tea after a year, probably, though, but mince that mint and then just put that, like, cakes and stuff, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, you're not getting rid of mint anytime soon. Hello, Zach. Yeah, still waiting for the moon to rise above those trees. Also, for you flat earthers out there, if the earth is flat, then why the fuck do we get lunar eclipses and solar eclipses? Earth gotta be round for that. Although technically the earth ain't round either, it has frickin' mountains. If it was smooth, and technically, with that logic, earth ain't flat either because there's mountains. Like, bitch. I know, right? People are bad like that. Hey, you blindy bitch. Oh, yeah, I'm being weird, though. Yeah. Well, not yet. Not yet. Unless if it's cloudy, then that's a whole other issue. Well, yeah, you're not gonna see the moon yet. It's not above the tree line yet. And it doesn't start going red for another hour and a half. But... And it's a lunar eclipse. There's gonna be a time where it's just gonna be dark. So there's that too. Like, basically, like, with the full moon, like, you get that lunar eclipse where it goes invisible, but doesn't turn red. That's basically just another new moon, basically. Temporary new moon. But... we should have totality in a couple hours. Actually, totality is in a couple hours. Totality is at 11:11. It's 9:04. 11:11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I can't fast forward in time, nor do I want to. It's better to take it slow with all the crap that's going down. Yeah. Well, you could have the stream running in the background, obviously. But, yeah. And I'm sure you were planning on doing that. Just be alert if someone's being a psycho, I'll alert you. So... be like, Sam, someone's being a psycho. Time to bring the banhammer. Okay, they left. Why are they driving slow? Well, they just started driving. Maybe why they're driving slow, because they just started driving. And it looks like the severe weather threat in the Pacific Northwest was a bust, too. Yeah. Right? Take some NyQuil will knock you out, so you won't be able to see the eclipse to begin with. But remember, it is a stream, and, there's gonna be a VOD of it afterwards and all that stuff. If my phone would focus, and not throb. Gotta reset that. Why are you like this? But yeah, you might want to take like Zyrtec. Actually, Nasacort if you have it. That one don't make you drowsy. But that mostly focuses on nasal allergies, not eye allergies. But you fix the sinuses, It'd be less impact on the eyes. Yeah, you're not zooming in and out with your weird pokey shit. Also note the property's haunted, so that could be part of the reason of the phone being like this. And also with the property being haunted, we might see some shit. Especially with the lunar eclipse. Can you stop acting like an apple? Thank you. Also, speaking of Mexico, there was a 4.1 magnitude earthquake that hit just offshore of Oaxaca, Mexico. So there's that. And Florida man threatened to beat code enforcement worker to death with a tablet. See? That shit don't work. Because you got crazy that'll beat their ass with a tablet. So defund the police ain't gonna work anything. Also 1.2 near Anderson Springs, California. So there's that. And Sam's probably mad at me with the whole stop acting like an apple thing. Because she's like, stop dishing on the apples. Like, bitch, I got the Google Pixel because I know how to budget my money. Although, once the Tesla phone comes out and getting that shit. I'm gonna do this real quick. Just gonna clip the camera real quick. But Sam, in a couple years, Tesla's coming out with their own phone. With a solar panel, with a solar charger built into the phone. So if you're outside, your phone won't die. I'm doing good, Flash. But yeah. You can't ban me, Sam. No, it's okay. But you'll probably just leave. But yeah, still. Tesla's coming out with their own phone in the next couple years. And I'm getting that shit. I don't care. Yes. Skinwalker situation. Possibly. That might also be another issue with my cat missing. Guess possible Skinwalker. If we see Skinwalker hauntings here, I'm gonna just beat them with this water bottle. Like the fuck? I think that's gonna do anything. What am I saying? But yeah. The stars are starting to come out though. Yeah, feeling better. Possibly. Assuming the battery life of it. Of the Cybertruck. But if anything, I'll probably get like the basic sedans. I forget what model is which. The S, there's an X, there's a Y, there's probably a Z. Like what? I'll probably get the Y model, maybe. Because the cameras. Are you saying wait what for what? Like I plan on getting a Tesla? Like if I have the money, I will get a fucking Tesla. The fuck? With these gas prices? Yeah. Screw that. Screw waiting for Biden to be out of office. Let's get a Tesla if I can. Fuck. Enter the Tesla lotteries that isn't scams. And I could just chase locally with the Tesla and have a gas-powered vehicle for more long-term chases until they perfect the sulfur battery technology and give you 1,000 miles per charge. Then I could do it a little bit more longer range with the Tesla, but more cross-country, I would still have to rely on the gas-powered vehicles. So, obviously by then I won't be living in this house. But because I'll be getting a gas-powered vehicle first. And the way YouTube's going, this is going to be happening soon. Like, by October soon. So, assuming I get a driver's license by then. But because holiday season's around that time, I mean, if anything, go to Seattle for the wedding in October and then come back in November. And then, like, because that week or two I'm in Seattle will be another, like, huge YouTube series. That's gonna be a big one. And if I can, I'm sure Sam would be down for it. Go to the Seattle Underground on the weekend of Halloween. At night. Sam will probably be like, no, bitch, we're not doing that. But still. You're probably gonna be like, wait, what? I didn't agree to this. Or, if we can, go to, like, an actual haunted house. Well, actually, the underground is actual haunted places. But go to other haunted houses. And stuff like that. And then when I get back to Kansas, probably towards the winter months, I'll be getting the car. And it will be tax deductible because I'll be using it for storm chasing purposes. So, and storm chasing is YouTube, and that makes it tax deductible. Yay. If I could. But, same as the insurance might not be, but I don't know. Gas will be. Mileage will be. And with gas prices going up, that's going to make things a little bit easier. Although it will dip with the winter because less people will be driving because it'll be an icy bitch. But then again, transport will be harder, so that'll cancel out, I guess. It'll just flatline. Instead of going down, there's a flat line. But, yeah. Although, depends on how much of winter will actually act like fucking winter. Again, stop acting like an apple and focus. But the moon is starting to rise. It's right there. Stop it. Thank you. Yeah, that's the moon. I believe so. Yeah, that is the moon. Over there, behind the trees. So, it is rising. It is rising, you could see it. But this entire area is encompassed by trees, so going this way to get past the trees ain't gonna help. So, going back to the chair. Because, like I said, there's a possible skinwalker type entity here, and I'm not trying to run into that. Not trying to deal with that shit during the lunar eclipse. Thing's gonna be fueled like a motherfucker. Now focus. But yeah, it's gonna. Tempted to turn on flash, so I could actually focus. Don't help it. But yeah, there's ground. There's all that. I know I ain't the only one hearing that dog. If I barking at this skinwalker weird creature thing. How do I get the phone to focus? I guess to stay still, because when I do that, it does that weird pulsy shit. But yeah. Moon is right there. 1.5 quake. Yakutat, Alaska. 2.7 Pedro Bay, Alaska. That will be handled after the eclipse, along with any other quake that pops up with USGS in between now and after the eclipse. Same with strongest quake of the day. And all that good stuff. Actually, that would actually be it. Just quakes and strongest quake a day, and then just gonna be going to sleep. The fuck is it? The fuck is that? Okay, I'm not the only one that... Did that look like a weird ass fucking smile? Sam, you might want to come see this if you're here. This looks like a smile, and I would show it better if it wouldn't be doing that throbby shit. I know it's just an illusion with the trees, but it looks like a weird ass fucking smile. Tree demon smile. The fuck? You zoom in, it kind of ruins the image, but it's like, oh my gosh, it looks like a freaking smile. Sam, you gotta see this weird ass smile. The fuck is that? Okay, that would explain what's happening. Got a weird misty shit going on. Oh, it's condensation from my breath. That would explain that. But still. Sam, you gotta see this. It looks like a weird smile. You can see the teeth and his eyes, just weird. I know it's just the illusion, but it's like, oh my god. Actually, I'm gonna clip this. Just be like, tree demon with the smile. For later, because I'm a psycho like that. Say Twilight. Now. Fly, bitch, go away. Go away, flying bitch. I hear noises. Them damn horses. The fuck? I'm armed and stupid. Don't fuck with me. I got fucking worked up night. I'm probably gonna stand for the remainder of this. And no, I do not have DirecTV. This was here before that. So, probably the ghost that had the fucking DirecTV. But, and honestly, the ghost has horrible taste. I'm only doing this because I heard a weird ass noise. I'm pretty sure it's the horses across the road. But you just can never be too sure. Especially with that dog that's constantly barking. Now there's Popo. I hear screaming. I don't like it. Kyle? What's that noise? Is that coyotes? I'm tempted to have the dogs outside. Because they'll fight off the coyotes. Kyle, I might need your assistance with this, because this is some fucked up shit. I know, nature's sucking. Nope. Don't have fun with the eclipse. Not get fucked up by animals. Let's not do that. That's probably why that dog's barking the entire fucking time. Quick question. Why the fuck is there eyes? I'm hoping that's a reflection of something. It didn't move itself. What the fuck? Why is there eyes? Why is there eyes? And it's not blinking. I don't like that. I'm hoping it's a reflection of that. Joe, there's eyes. Staring into your soul. I don't know what that is. There other... So I'm gonna turn my back on it. Yes, that's gonna be smart. Fucking stick. Hey. Okay. Messaging someone on Messenger. Someone's asking what the weather's like in Nebraska. It's like, it's generally cold compared to Kansas. Like, it's generally colder, but... Okay, I'm going to the light. I'm going to the fucking eyes. Like, what the fuck? Okay, that's another bike. It's the handlebars that's reflecting off that. Okay. It's the reflectors on the fucking wheel. Threw me off. I know, right? The moon is rising, and it is starting to eclipse out, so it's like, okay. You can actually see the moon pretty well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, having issues with internet connection on that. I'm just sitting here. Said I'm armed and stupid. I'll fuck you up. But yeah, this person's like wondering, like, okay, yeah, tornadoes is what I was afraid of with Nebraska. Well, anywhere east of the Rockies is going to be big for tornadoes. But I'd say in the next hour or so, it'll be rising above there. And now I have all the reason to this. Yeah. And I suggested, like, if you want cheap and not tornado prone, try Idaho, West Virginia. Okay, I'm tempted to disable the flash because it's been causing nothing but problems, and why the fuck am I zoomed in weird? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully they're done with that, because, like, yeah, I'm streaming. I'm busy. So, yeah. The moon is still rising, so we're good. I thought that was a bird. Hope that's a fucking car. It sounded like a bird was flapping its wings in my fucking ear. Like, bitch, what do I got a bitch slap? I'm not gonna bitch slap a car. That's not gonna be a good idea. It'll yell. Well, if it's parked, it'll yell if you bitch slap it, so. Yeah. Yeah. And, well, I'm going back to the stream, so. See ya, person. Yeah, his family friend from Washington, so. I just don't like weird noises at night. My weirdness is gonna shine. Well, of course. It's the, yeah. And I didn't think it was cold enough for condensation to happen. Heard something move in the grass. Grass ain't that tall, so. If a snake pops up, I'm picking it up. Like, hello. Have fun. Don't have fun with ya. The snake would be like, fuck this shit. Probably bite or something. It'd be like a solar eclipse. But the Earth is blocking out the sun. That's basically what they would say. What NASA would say. But yeah. Alright, so. Yeah, there's owls in that grove of trees over there that you can't really see because the light's weirdly focused on shit, and it's like, yay. But yeah. That was also where my cat was last seen, too. Literally the day before I came home. It's like, why? And he's been weird and, like, leaving for, like, 2-3 weeks at a time, so. He should be back soon. And he'll see me and he'll be like, yay, finally you're here. Or he'll take off, be like, bitch, I don't know you anymore. But I'm gonna disable Flash. It's been causing issues. More issues than it was solving. But you know, you could have been astral projecting. Where your soul leaves your body but you don't die. That is a legit phenomena thing with the supernatural. So could have had that happen. Now, with the veil as wicked as it is, I would advise doing what you can to not, astral project, because that's a quick way to get your body possessed by a demon or something. Okay. I'm only like a few feet from the house, so if anything weird pops up, I'm running to it. And ending stream immediately, just saying. Like any weird shit that's like over the top, I'm gonna get fucked up if I stay out here. Just just a disclosure. So because I'm a fucking coward. Not JK. But it's like, yeah, I'm out here for the lightning and all that shit, but demon attacks happen, I'm out. Nah, but still. In all seriousness, it's just this is a weird time right now. And rules of 3 does apply with mass shootings, apparently, but we already had 3 mass shootings this weekend with the Buffalo. There's a mass shooting in Chicago, another Antifa-related mass shooting, and then that mass shooting I mentioned earlier in the church in California, where they hogtied the shooter. But yeah, you're able to astral project. You might want to seek out a psychic to get that checked out. Not me though. I am psychic, but I'm not well knowledged enough to be able to help in that situation. Now with the hospital bed situation, that could have been a near-death experience. That's a whole other issue there. Like you're probably close to death, and you survived it, so, like, yeah. But that astral projection thing, you might want to get that thing checked out. Get that under control, because that's a quick way to get your body possessed by a demon, and then the demon does something stupid, and you're in prison for the rest of your life. So it's like, because the court don't recognize paranormal activity. When it does, you hear about that shit on Ghost Adventures or Dead Files. So I don't need lids. But yeah. Also, speaking of which, I was thinking for the gas-powered vehicle, or if Tesla wants to release a vehicle like such, I was thinking get one of those older vans. If I can, I'll set it up with like a electric or something, maybe. I don't know. Oh, there's bats. I was hearing the squeaking of a bat. What the fuck? Well, not about time to deal with no vampire. I should have eaten some garlic. God damn. But still. I was thinking, get it like one of those older vans. Uh, you may not know what I'm talking about until I point out another thing. Paint it like the Mystery Machine and have that like, well, armored it up and stuff, and then paint it like the Mystery Machine. Okay. So during tornado season, be the tornado chaser and all that stuff, and then come October, ghost chasing, ghost hunting. Hear me out. That would be a good idea, right? um, and then I just have to get a brown Great Dane with black spots. I definitely have the appetite to qualify for Shaggy. Um, Alright. So come out of a BRB situation. Someone's eating a Ziploc bag or something, so... Yeah, so I'll be our BRB. Need something, and they're gonna have a cow if I don't, so yeah. Actually, that would be a good spot to put the phone, but no, I don't know. Moon is finally rising above the tree line, although can't really see it when I get close to that. Okay. I cannot see for shit. But I'm back. Yeah, someone had to do that stuff. Someone needed like a bag with ice and stuff. Where did it go? Oh, under the chair. Okay, whatever. So, Stable flash. And then find the chair and sit down. There we go. So, over by the house, the moon has risen above the tree line. Just over here, we've gotten a little extra bit of time. So, but yeah, that would definitely be a good idea to do that. I'm definitely plan on doing it because that would be fucking awesome. Had to change the motor, be like, I know Toyota had to like a RAV4 Toyota motor. That would be a probably good idea there. Because I want a motor that lasts and have good gas mileage. So there's that. But yeah, that would definitely be something I'd definitely be doing. And I'm sure some folks would definitely be down for it. Some of my folks would definitely be down for helping with that. I'm sure if I pay a mechanic enough money, they would be like, okay, we're doing this shit, yes. And if they're good with paint jobs, yeah, paint like a mystery machine. That's gonna be a huge one. Or a 4Runner. Actually, yeah, a Toyota 4Runner motor would be better. So, yeah. Like I said, I would need to get a Great Dane, a brown Great Dane with black spots. Definitely not get them fixed because I gotta get other Great Danes to pass the genes along because they're lucky to live a decade. And it's gonna be a fucking bitch with that. But, yeah. But, yeah. So. So. Why did I go silent? But yeah. And I definitely need a crew for that sort of thing to fill the, like, I guess Fred, Velma, and Daphne spots. But that's gonna be an interesting thing. But that'd definitely be huge for, I guess when I do the collabs and stuff, because that's gonna be huge. It's just gonna be a big thing. uh, oh, there's Leo. Can't really see it for shit, but there's Leo up there. I don't know where things are, but it's like you can't see nothing. It's dark and you can't see nothing, but Leo's up that way. Um. Yeah, I should have gotten a nope phone. I heard the owl. Leave my cat alone, I will beat your flying ass. I tell you that much right now. You leave my cat alone, or I'll beat your flying ass. Gotta protect my animals. Now, if my cat would show up, just plop on my lap and be like, hello. Or maybe one of his kittens, because I'm sure that's probably what will happen. Because I guess when they're older enough, they just leave or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I think the moon is starting to turn red. I don't know. This stream is longer than 19 minutes. I know that much. Yeah. Okay, again, another weird optical illusion situation with the moon that looks like eyes. It looked like eyes from a distance. It's 9:50. Oh, it's been 20 minutes since the stream crashed briefly. That's what happened. I don't know, the thumbnail's facing that freaking direction. Well, that's just because I had to start the stream so I could go back inside and handle stuff. Yeah. No. Gotta find the moon. Right, it's an eclipse. You're not finding it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Got a little plane going on by. Okay. Yeah. Good. I'm sure you guys see that little light there. That's flashing. Yeah, that's definitely a plane. So. But, yeah. This view of the night sky. It's beautiful, low-key. Like, eclipse or no eclipse, it's a nice night. And honestly, I do need like a Note S, or like depending on the Tesla phones, that would be probably a good one for the channel. Also, considering the outdoor immortality of the battery. Um, that's nice. It's cute. Okay, 1.5 magnitude quake near Pinnacles, California, so that's something. But yeah, because they would pick up the stars really well, and it's like, yes, that would be awesome. I should have thought about that, but I didn't know those phones existed and their capabilities until I was exposed to it, and it's like, fuck, gotta pay this off first. And by the time this is paid off, the, Tesla phone would have been released, and I'll just be getting that bitch. If that means dropping T-Mobile and setting up a plan with Tesla, or SpaceLink, Starlink, I'll fucking do it. You know damn well that phone's gonna be set up with the Starlink. You know damn well it's gonna. So, and I'm just shaking a water ball as I'm speaking. Like, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be set up with that Starlink and stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's gonna be really awesome. No, too dry. I hate the desert. I hate living in the desert. I tell you that much right now. I like my rain. I like my water. Okay? I like the moisture. Mars don't have that. So that would be a hard pass on Mars. Also with my allergies, if my nose gets dry enough, it will bleed. I will die. I will bleed to death from my nose if I go onto Mars. And not just because due to the lack of pressure and oxygen, but due to the fucking allergies from the dust. I'm telling you that right now. I'm sure Sam is done with her folding and laundry. And Sakurajima with occasional eruptions. Okay. And Neil deGrasse Tyson tried to educate everyone. Well, had to Tyson-splain. It's like how feminists are complaining about people mansplaining. With Tyson, it is Tyson-splaining. Saying that unlike solar eclipses, which are location dependent, if you're on the side of Earth facing the full moon, and weather dependent, can see the lunar eclipse. So of course he's got a so definitely he got a Tyson splain the lunar eclipses. Like, okay, we get that. And also lunar eclipses are a lot longer than the solar eclipses. Solar eclipses you got maybe a couple hours. Lunar eclipse you got all fucking night. Basically. But I think Seattle they get the penumbral stuff, so like the moon will look like a gibbous or very thick crescent, but you're not getting the red shit. So but yeah. Yeah, maybe zooming in you might see craters and shit. Or just get blued out or whatever. Because phone is weird. But I hear another dog in the distance. That is not mine. Don't like that. Jack! Jack! I figured I'd try. See if it'd show up. But yeah. If there's aliens on the moon to begin with, and I had to power enough telescope, probably. But the phone ain't a telescope. So it don't really help with that. Although zooming in works like a telescope somewhat. Okay, a couple quakes popped up, 1.8 in Hawaii, 1.5 California. It's not really specific on location. The 1.8 is probably the Pahala region, and then the 1.5 is likely that Pinnacles quake I mentioned earlier. So there's that. But yeah, it's gonna be a big eclipse, big day, big night, big week. We got a nasty potential tornado outbreak in the northeast tomorrow, and then Tuesday got a little something to the north. Wednesday, a little something. Well, Wednesday they might have a marginal somewhere in the country, probably to our north. Thursday, that big old freaking frontal system coming by through here with a big chance of severe weather. That's gonna be a big day. And it's like, okay. Bill Gates, you're the one fueling the fucking conspiracy theories by acting all sus around the vaccines, trying to say you could depopulate the population with said vaccines in the TED Talk. But I guess the context of it was like, less need to make more babies because the babies would have a better chance of surviving to adulthood. That's his proposal, not actually killing people with the vaccine, but like, bitch, you sus. Plus, Pfizer had recall in another drug, so that kind of killed their credibility in terms of the vaccines. Like, bitch, if they fucked up this drug, what did they do to the vaccine? Not to mention they also make boner pills, and they were part of the whole opioid crisis. Like, bitch, we don't trust the bitches. I mean, Johnson & Johnson, that's the one I got. Yeah, the whole freaking everything causes cancer shit. So, it took a huge risk with that. Only reason I got that one is because it's built like it is built like a flu vaccine for the COVID virus. So, it's like, yeah, that's one I got. And Moderna, I haven't even heard of that company until it fucking pops up. Yeah. Like, they can't give birth to the children, but you can't have children without men. But outside of that, the freaking baby ain't gonna come out. The man ain't gonna go into labor, and the baby ain't gonna come out the dick that way. Still come out of the dick as sperm into the hoo-ha, get the egg and stuff. That's horrible. And there you go. But outside of that, nah. I know, it's so freaking weird. Lil Nas X really fucked everyone's up with that. Because no one's all saying that shit until Lil Nas X came up with that freaking pregnant weird thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, nah. He lost his credibility when he freaking strip-teased Satan, okay? Yeah. That's, nah. That was his wrecking ball moment. Yeah. 0.2, Atelia, somewhere in Atelia, probably near Etna. And I have an upcoming alarm coming up at midnight for strongest quake a day. Again, that's going to be delayed because of the eclipse. Although if the moon sets over there before midnight, then I have no choice but to end it because I have no way to see it. I go over there and you're not going to see it anyways. And it's going to be a hard time seeing it because you keep turning on your fucking light. Although it might be motion censored, so... If so, that could be Jack. Come here, Jack. Or that other cat. Yo, I'll take that cat too, honestly. Like, come home. I want my baby to come home. I'm sure he wants to come home too, but he just don't know that I'm here. Like, I do walk around the yard basically daily to have my scent out there and stuff, and it's like... But I know for a fact he wants me and stuff, so. Oh, okay. That's the whole thing with the abortion. That's what that is. That's what that whole thing is. That's not the other stuff. That's not like Lil Nas X situation. That's just because they're like, bitch, we want to be able to abort the fetuses at will. Which, like, okay. We let you do that. If you don't try to force us to vaccinate, don't force us to other stuff, don't force us to circumcise, vasectomy, or anything like that. And don't force us to pay child support. Don't force us out of our homes when you break up with us. Or when we break up with you. Okay? Don't be doing any of that shit. And we won't be fucking with that. Okay? Like, bitch, if my name is on the lease of the home, and I break up with your ass, you're the one that's out on the streets, not me. Ain't doing that fucking shit. Some people probably left with that, and it's like, yeah, we gotta set compromise. We won't go after your specifically genetically able things to do, and you won't, and as long as you don't do the same to us. Like, you don't dictate what only men can do, what we could do about it. And we won't dictate what women, that only women can do, and what they do about that. Horrible wording, but get the memo. Okay, I think the moon is either half eclipsed by the Earth, or it's half eclipsed by that tree. I'm not entirely sure right now. But yeah, and I'm sure that's, yeah. I'm not all woke or anything like that. It's just like, I'm not dealing with the bullshit. Okay, that's definitely motion censored. It's not picking me up. It's picking up probably a cat or something over there. But yeah, I'm not all woke. I'm not like, but like, you do you. Just don't drag me into it type deal. And I won't drag you into my bullshit. That's my whole old deal with that. Like, don't try to take our shit. Don't try to take our animals. Don't try to force us into veganism. Don't try to force us to snip our dongs. And we won't force you to have kids. We won't force you to be whatever. Don't force you to be like us. If you don't force us to be like you. Like, yeah, that's all I ask. That's all a lot of us really ask, is don't force us to be like you, and we won't snap back and force you to be like us. That's a big old deal. Oh, it is eclipsing. Okay. You just gotta get up past the fucking tree. It is eclipsing. Okay. I'll get away from the chair. Let's zoom in on the bitch. Okay, that's nice. Doing that thing, yeah, the thing is, you could probably see that situation a little bit better, but it's like, yeah, let's zoom in on it. Trying to zoom in onto the eclipse. Fucking stick. I'll yeet you. Second. Okay, that's as far as I'm zooming in. Hey, Kyle, you can see the eclipse. Starting to eclipse. 10:08, so it's starting to go red, actually. Thing is, it's gonna be barely over the tree line. That's gonna be an issue. But no threat. I can just move the chair over that way, so it'll be higher in the sky. Because I also gotta get far enough back from. Okay. I hear cicadas and stuff. It's like, why? My phone charge at 49%. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to plug in my phone soon. Good thing I brought up my portable charger because I'm smart like that. And when I said armed and stupid, I'm not actually armed. It's just I have arms. That's about as armed as I am right now. But outside that, I'm not going into detail because no one needs to know that shit until they do something stupid around me. Can't see it. I'm assuming due to other issues. Oh god, that's not even proper zoom in. That's the proper zoom in, I think. But yeah, that's the eclipse right now. So in the tree line, I gotta adjust my position. Because standing up really improves the position. But because it's at 49%, something like that, 47, 40, yeah, 49%. Apparently I'm not the only one screaming the eclipse. Not surprising, though. But yeah. So, yeah, and this eclipse was sooner in the day than I thought it was going to be, and it's like sooner in the night, and it's like, okay, I can work with that. I just got to figure other stuff out. And I knew I was only going to be able to figure out half of it halfway through the eclipse. Although, we're just in the first hour and a half of said eclipse. Wait, no, that'll make it more acute. I want to get closer to the trees, right? That's the logic here. Or not, I don't know. Find out more when it gets further up in the sky. Yeah, that's really all I can really do is wait for it to get higher up in the sky and then go from there. I honestly won't be surprised if I fall asleep out here. Nah, I won't. I might doze off a little bit and I'll wake up and be like, bitch, why the fuck am I? And I go inside. But who knows? Might just go up this way, and there you go. And at least we're sitting down. It's starting to come up with the tree line, so. Another plane. Trying to find it. There it is. That little speck of light. But yeah. And it's like, yeah, and the whole don't tread on me stuff, that's a two-way street. Like, don't tread on those that you don't want to tread on you. It's like, yeah. And honestly, with the First Amendment, passing any laws based off of one religion, the philosophies of one religion, that's against the Constitution. So, yeah. Because the First Amendment makes it against the Constitution. Because you're favoring one religion over others. So, yeah. Just food for thought. Okay, need to find the buttons. It's 63 degrees. Alrighty. Okay, wrong tab. Now I just gotta find which hole is which. I'm in Pittsburgh, Kansas, and it's not cloudy, obviously. There's a few clouds to my north, but yeah. Now I just gotta see which hole to put this in. I want this over here so it actually charges. No. Well, if you're nearsighted, you might, considering the circumstances of the moon is not near. So, and I can confirm this because last eclipse I witnessed, I did not mean to do that, but I'll freaking, okay, blooper reel, I guess. But yeah, because I'm nearsighted, I wear glasses. If you're nearsighted and you don't have your glasses on, you're not seeing the fucking eclipse. Sorry, but that's the truth. But yeah. There we go. Now the phone is charging. Starting from 46%. So, you're thinking solar eclipse. You're thinking solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse is completely harmless because it's due to the lack of solar radiation. Versus solar eclipse being where you get the freaking thing there, and that's only if you're not in the area of totality. When it's in totality, you can, like totality, not with an annular eclipse or with a total eclipse, you could see it without glasses. Also, one thing I learned with the 2017 eclipse, because it was a little bit cloudy, you know, like when it is cloudy enough where where you could, but not too cloudy where you could still see the sun, but it blocks out the glare. If you got that level of cloudy condition, you could see the eclipse without too much damage to said eyes. Although you don't want to be looking at while driving, because that same day there was a car wreck due to said eclipse. Dumbass was looking at it and hit another person, another vehicle. So yeah, don't eclipse, watch, and drive. It'll get you killed, or someone else killed, and or someone else. 2.8 magnitude quake near in Sulawesi, Indonesia. That's something to keep an eye on. And severe thunderstorm warning for Citronelle, Chunchula, and Gulf Crest, Alabama until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So there's that. I'm in Pittsburgh, Kansas. But yeah. I didn't see that at first. I was focusing on the guy saying that you need special glasses for lunar eclipses when he was mistaken and thinking solar eclipses. Although if you're on the moon, this would be considered a solar eclipse and you would need solar glasses for that. So, yeah. So that would be something there. Because the Earth would be blocking out the sun, basically. Yeah. I'm on the opposite side of Kansas. We're on the same latitude or longitude. I forget which one is from east to west. Is that latitude or longitude? But we're on the same on that. Or, yeah. Opposite sides of Kansas. So, I'm sure if I had the flash on, you could definitely tell that the difference here because there's trees everywhere. So. And also for a place called Liberal, the people there aren't very liberal. Yeah, you guys just got out of severe weather, so I'm not surprised. We had it early in the morning. And this bitch with the light. The car. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I may not be grazing the trees. Yeah, that's what I'm using for the charger. Yeah. Yeah, the weather radio is what I'm using for the portable charger because it also doubles as a generator. Yay! Genius! Truck driving by. Okay, I doubt the temperature is actually going up, but now it's saying it's 67 degrees. It's probably just warming up because it's sitting on my lap. So, body heat manipulates that temperature completely. And it's like, you gotta have it away from you for that to be a thing. And it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But yeah. I don't know the kind of radio, but I got it before the inflation, and it was about 45 bucks after tax. So, adjust for inflation is probably about 80. I'm further north, so day-night cycle is going to be a bit more extreme. The horses are sneezing or coughing or huffing, and it's really creeping me out right now. Like, what the fuck is that noise? The horses are barking. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. That's for sure. Supposedly, but yeah. But yeah, just. But yeah, I'm not sure the brand name. Although I can enable flash real quick and view it. Go Power Plus. But yeah, that's also has an AC unit, and that's a flashlight. So, and there's a hair on it for some reason. It's up against my leg, and as you see, my legs are hairy as fuck. So that's probably where I got the hair. Yeah, now to find the moon. There we go. Yeah, starting to go completely. But yeah. So. Yeah, and I also got this at Walmart for that price, so there's that. Thanks. Yeah, you should see me earlier with when I was ranting about like people wanting to be able to abort, but they want to dictate men what they can or can't do with their body. It's like, nah, it's not. We're not double standarding this bitch. So, like, we allow abortion, we abolish the draft. See how that works. But honestly, Trump should have been like a jokester and abolished the draft before he left, so Biden couldn't draft us. Yeah, you might be getting stormed soon. So, you get that at least. Storms here really underperformed. There's some close lightning, but I wasn't streaming because I wasn't expecting that to happen. And it's like, it just say popped up on radar as regular rain. It's like, why? But also, like, I'm low-key waiting for Trump to bring Truth Social to Android, because I'm definitely getting an account on there because I see that as a huge opportunity to advertise the channel. That's the main thing there. And I'm just staying in it that way because it won't offend anyone whatsoever. But it's like I just like how people are complaining about conservatives opening up all their social media sites and stuff, and it's like, and me as a content creator, I see that as more avenues to advertise my YouTube channel, and I'm like, bring it on. So, you know, the funny thing is, it doesn't really pop up red in IRL, but it really pops up red on the phone. Like, yeah, they're trying to do that stuff. It's like, bitch, nah. It's cold. Yeah, good luck with that. They are trying to cause a civil war. That's what it is. They want to cause a civil war. That's what they're trying to do. I'm telling you that right now. They're trying to cause a civil war. They want one. So they have the right to freaking new conservative cities and states and stuff or whatever. That's what they're trying to do. Another plane or satellite going on by. Yeah. Like, bitch. And like, and people are gonna be like, if they wanted to kill us, they wouldn't put so much thought into fighting COVID. I was like, no, bitch, they were trying to cover their own ass. They're trying to make it where they don't get that. And there's another mass shooting in a Houston grocery store. So, okay. I guess but 2 dead, 3 wounded. But the fact it happened at a Houston grocery store, like, bitch, that's in Texas. Y'all should have fucking shot him. But unless if it's not Houston, Texas, considering it popped up on an Alabama news Twitter, it might have been Houston, Alabama. But again, that's really gun-friendly state, so it's like, what? But yeah, they're trying to office. And yeah, because COVID started going after them. That's why they started doing this shit. They wanted to save themselves. The elite wanted to save themselves. That's what it is. Well, thing is, it's going to be a vote amongst the United Nations, and you got basically all of Africa. And a lot of other countries that would be like, no, bitch, we're not doing this shit. That will vote, and the majority will be against it. I can almost assure you that one. The majority will likely be against it. Because you got countries in Africa that will definitely be against it. You got countries in Latin America that would be against it. the Pacific Islander nations will be against it. Well, depends on what state he's in, really. Like, the only ones that will be really for it will be countries like China. Well, if Russia wasn't fucking with Ukraine, they would be voting for it. Ukraine will be voting against it because they don't want fucking... will definitely be voting against it. Yeah, I got Laura Kelly. But we're voting her out in November. I mean, it's nice that she ended sales tax on food and slashed property taxes. But yeah, she's done. But yeah. Voting. We got primary elections around August 2nd. And then sad thing is with election day, I have to do early voting because I'll be in Seattle during the time of the election, and it's like, fuck. Well, on the plane from Seattle to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then bus to up here or whatever. Or whatever the plan is. Actually, probably on the way back, I'll probably just do, yeah. I know, right? And you know, the funny thing is, due to the wording of the Lacey Act that was embedded with the Competes bill that passed, it says any non-native animal, like mammal, fish, reptile, bird, insect, amphibian, whatever, science says humans are mammals and animals. But yeah, they're basically saying, and it's mostly talking about importations or coming into the country. So basically, the Lacey Act banned all immigration. So, because if you're not born in the country, you're not native here, and Lacey Act just banned you. So, yeah. And there's also like interstate travel of anything that's non-native. So that basically banned it, made it where, honestly, that would be an upgrade at this point. Also, another thing with the Lacey Act is any non-native animals you can't take non-native animals across state borders. So basically, if you're not Native American, you can no longer cross state borders. So there's that. Talking about technicalities here with that law. So, yep. Yeah, but long-term Kentucky folks are like, oh, we love them. And despite our Democrat governor, we're really lax on our gun laws. So, because we don't really have any. It's just saying, like, purple post equals open season on trespassers. That's basically the situation. And, like, when I get my own plot of land with home and stuff, I'll have purple posts, and I'll write the word purple on posts, so people can't claim, oh, I'm colorblind, I couldn't see it. Because you know someone's gonna be doing that. Like, bitch, I wrote the word purple on the post. Try me. But yeah, that moon is red. It's awesome. It's not even peak eclipse yet. So it's supposed to get very red soon. Like, that moon is just sitting there. Just being all red and stuff. Maybe it's a sign of a red America starting November. Who knows? Oh no! Oh right. That would be fun. But and I also low key like the law that Tennessee passed. That like recently. That basically, if you own a weapon, you're an extension of the police force. So So they basically legalize vigilantes. Um. So and someone posted on Twitter replying to like that Majori Taylor Green lady, trying to like be a joke, like in all caps, saying like grocery store clerks should have bare minimum AR-15s on hand, and it's like I low key agree with this because Karens will think twice about pulling their shit. Like the people that people call Karens, yeah, people will think twice about pulling their shit. I'd like I want to speak to the manager, and then they pull out the AR-15. It's like, okay, speak. That's gonna be hilarious, low key, but so it's like, yes, your terms are agreeable. MSN is stupid, but low key. But also, considering Mercury's in retrograde, he don't need to. The freaking zodiac stuff is gonna do it for us. Zodiac killer's gonna come from the grave and do it for us. Um, but it will do it for him. So it's like, yeah, don't have to worry about that. But yeah. Um, so what y'all plans for summer? Because I actually kind of have a weird plan when it comes to June 21st. Depending on how well this month does monetary wise. Thinking of seeing about taking the family up to an all you can eat buffet or some other restaurant in Joplin. Just because. Um but it's like, yeah. But just something to try out. Just try out new restaurants because why not? Or try Five Guys. Like that's something I definitely want to try. Um, and then there's also like the Lamar. And there's a place in Lamar called Mother Tucker Pizza. Um, there's this one pizza that I kind of want to try, but like it makes pineapple on pizza look tame. Okay. They put pickles and mustard on the pizza. It's like a hamburger based pizza, so it's like, yeah, they're gonna put that stuff. It's like, okay, that's gonna be interesting. And wonder what they mean by mustard. Like, do they drizzle it on there, or is the sauce mustard? Because drizzling on there is one thing. Using mustard as the pizza sauce is another. The phone is so out of focus because that atrocity possibility. But it's like, yeah, camera work is not the best right now. But yeah. Um, but once everything's going on, phone buzzed about a 1.1 magnitude quake in Northern California. And everything got a little phasey out. Okay, 1.2, Kodiak. 1.1 is Anderson Springs, and there's a 0.8 near the geysers, and a 1.2 Alaneva. That's the Kodiak one. But yeah. Sunrise Family Restaurant. Why does that sound like an all-you-can-eat buffet? Low-key does. And how far away is Cassville from here? I'll have to look that up. Let's see it being a couple hours, maybe. But apparently, also, I looked it up. I'm only about 45 minutes away from Oklahoma. 30 minutes away from Missouri. 45 minutes away from Oklahoma. So it's like, yeah. I got access to good stuff. But yeah. I just gotta wait for my folks' injuries to heal, because I guess one of them face planted, and they tripped over the concrete I-beams that's on the ground to mark the ending, to mark parking spots. And yeah, they twisted their ankle and it really fucked them up. So, hello. The moon is red, and you missed a lot of weird political talk that you would have been like, nope, I'm done. So, but yeah, moon is very red. Keep in mind, peak's not for another 31 minutes. So, yeah. That took you a long time to fold laundry, though. You had a lot of laundry, didn't you? Oh, this thing's already out of the bar. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Oh, he's gone? Or he's just not active? Why? Why? I was fine with this talk. I do apologize for that. Like, she's not on the conservative side for politics. I do apologize. The timeout's usually like 10 minutes, so yeah, we'll be fine. But Sam, why did you put him in timeout? He was actually not being evil or anything like that. Oh, you don't like the whole political stuff. But is that what it is? Yeah. You know, I bring it up in stream. I find it fine and stuff. So, as long as they're being respectful about it, I'm fine with it. So. Like. Yeah. But, like. Because earlier I was talking about, like, with the whole abortion thing. Like, if you. Like, as long as we don't dictate what women can do, like, about what only women can do, then women shouldn't have a say in how men handle what only men can do. Like, women can only childbirth and stuff, so that should be left to her. And then if we want to leave that to her on the women's choice, then women can't dictate what men do with their dicks or prostates or whatever else that only men have. And can't dictate what people put into their bodies, vaccine, medicine-wise, and other factors. Like, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, if he did, he hasn't been active in the comments. I mean, there's 6 people here, so you're one of them. Kyle, the guy that you timed out, I'm assuming he's still here. I have it running on my laptop because I want to make sure it's running smoothly. So, yeah. So, but, yeah. I just got to the 1 bar, so it should be fine for a few hours for the duration of this, and considering phone's at 49%. It should be fine. Etna, with lava glowing over Catania, and another 4.5 in the Nicobar Islands. But yeah, we were having fun. It's all good. But you already have the link. I sent it to you. So, but I do have a couple highlights that I'll be posting after the stream's done. One of them was a mistake, but yeah. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I don't know how to unban, so I'll try to figure that out. There's no option to untimeout. Sadly. So he's just gonna have to wait out the time frame, so. But yeah. So I'm sure he's still enjoying the eclipse and stuff, and yeah. So are these timestamped? Yes, it is. Okay, so I could probably. His last message was at 10:34. It's 10:45. So story, depending on. Yeah. You might be able to message again. If not, you might be able to for another another 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes. So again, I do apologize. She did just do the timeout, so. Lol. Yeah, it's fun. And you just hit the live button and it'll go back to where we're at. If you haven't done that already. Well, if you haven't, you won't until you hear me mention that. So, and as always, the super chats and the super thanks and the super stickers and the liking and the subscribing that y'all could do if y'all want to. There's also the sharing button and stuff, and the moderator left. She's not planning on going back onto the stream because she does feel bad about it, because she jumped the gun a little bit. So, yeah. But at least now we know that she knows how to do it. So, that's a plus. Because that's the first person she timed out. So, a little bit of accomplishment there. But yeah. Now back to positivity with the eclipse. Okay, so it does a weird phasey thing when my phone buzzes. That's good to know. I was moving my legs around and now it's out of focus. Out of focus. Yes. Out of focus. But. Ooh. Oh, just stretching out my arm. Has been holding this up for past hour. Boy. Just. And the moon hasn't really moved from that position. So. That's a good sign. Peak eclipse is another 20 minutes still. Like 23 minutes. And then it should start whiting out around midnight. won't end completely until like 2 in the morning. But considering we won't really notice that until past like 1, that's probably when the stream will end. Assuming, depending on the position of the moon. It all does depend on that. We got 2 planes going by side. Okay, we got a little bit of air traffic going on. But yeah. Actually, let's see about zooming into the moon. I should. It also depends on when the portable charger dies, because the portable charger was a half battery when I plugged it in. I'm pulling into the road. I guess I gotta wait for... Okay, that's as far as I'll zoom in. Okay. So there's the better view of the moon. Is my phone moving, not the moon? Well, the moon's moving too, but not moving like that. And all that's from my phone being a glitch, but yeah. That's actually a little bit better view, low-key. But yeah, definitely going for the Note if I can. But if not, I'll go for the Tesla phone in the next, like, 2-3 years. So... that's definitely something I'll go for. Set up payment plan and stuff. Readjusted my hand. Okay. Tweet just popped up. Nothing important. Just someone being pissed off at something. It's Twitter. It's kind of to be expected. But okay, so if the his story person is still here, you might be able to message. So and I can't hit view message on here. Okay. Yeah, and I did let her know next time talk to me first before banning timing people out. Okay, I thought my phone was a bit more steady. I have no steady hand. But yeah. Apologies there. I hit a notification that took me to an app that pushed for stuff with that. So yeah. Hopefully zoomed out. There we go. That makes it a little bit easier. Oh, very zoomed out. Okay, so we're back. But no. I need a message. I guess someone's being active out here. I hear voices. Human voices. But yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind visiting Ohio either. Honestly, wouldn't mind it. Um, so... Yeah. But when I go visit Ohio, it's definitely not gonna be one of the big cities. Not any of the big C cities. Um, Probably some of the more smaller towns and stuff. Like biggest city, maybe Toledo. But that's a big old if. Um, but again, there's also the down the line plan of going cross country, visiting every location in the country to for Pokemon Go gyms and stuff. To visit Pokemon Go gyms, take out each one, take control of each one, or as many as possible, because there might be some that is on my team but full, and I can't really do anything about it. Um, so I could just spin the gym and get the badge that way. Um, or if there's raids, well, if they're raids, then I'll just wait for the raid to pass. But that's something I do plan on doing down the line, and that will be a huge YouTube series. Um, but yeah, when that happens, it will be a YouTube series, a major one, and I'm sure you guys would so be down. So the ones that play Pokemon Go will be down for it, and then other stuff too, because I'll be posting other stuff that's going on with the town, just trying some food, trying restaurants, um, community polls for what restaurants to try with some locations. Because small towns, I'll probably be popping those off real quick, but with cities, I'll probably be like a day each city. So yeah. That's gonna be a huge thing. But yeah, cities will probably be like a day or two. Also note, with the cities, I won't be leaving the vehicle. Well, some of the cities, like New York City, Detroit, Milwaukee, Chicago area, um, Los Angeles, San Fran. I won't be leaving the vehicle at all. I'll just be going around doing all the Pokestops and all the gyms and leaving. Um, because I ain't trying to get killed or anything like that by people that are aggressive. So, because it seems to be the city folks that seem to be more aggressive than the country folks. Um, doesn't matter the race really, because every that affects every race involved. Um, so yeah. But yeah, there's all that. And then with Alaska, I'll be doing that in the summer, not in the winter. I get to cover more ground if the sun's up more. And in Hawaii, I'll do that one in the winter. You know, the temperature's not really much different with the summer compared to the winter. The difference is like maybe 10, 20 degrees total. So it's like, yeah. Um, It might have been a meteor. Oh yeah, speaking of which, it might be meteor showers. We might see some meteors with this. Which would be awesome. Oh, another severe thunderstorm warning issued for Marietta, Thackerville, and Leon, Oklahoma until 11:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So there's that to keep an eye on. So there's that. But yeah. What's my charge at? Still at 50%. Okay, just stop charging. Just unplug, replug in. That might fix it. Dead charge. But obviously when I get back inside, I'm charging the thing and then the phone. But yeah, just... Ooh. Where's my water? Just want that on hand. Where's the moon? Yeah. So... But yeah, also with the circumstances of potential storms, especially Thursday, expect streams involving in such storms as long as they're good storms. If it's just basic rain, there might be a small video, but no streams for that. Which I really need to start doing that a little bit more often. Kind of like what I do with the winter storms and do updates like it's snowing here and there and do updates with the accumulations and stuff. Do that with basic rain. It's not really going to do much for, like, it's not going to, like, but I know it's not really necessary to do that, but some might want to do. So, just document stuff. Document as much as I can. Especially because that's the best fucking insurance policy you have is video. Like, if you record everything, no one's gonna do stupid shit in front of you. And if they do, well, do stupid shit to you. And if they do, that's on them for being stupid. Because they can't pull no lies because they've been recorded. So, it's like, yeah. So, you record more for that reason. But yeah. But but the plan is to stream till the end of the eclipse, or until I can't see it because it's behind trees. That's the plan. Whichever comes first. And yeah. And also, speaking of eclipses, do expect me to stream the annular eclipse that's coming in October 2023 and the total solar eclipse that is coming in April of 2024, and all the lunar eclipses that are visible in this area in between. So, yeah. Do expect that when that comes in. For the the total eclipse in... Okay, yeah. But for the solar eclipse in 2024, I'll be in Little Rock, Arkansas, streaming that. Well, if weather dependent. If not, I'll go elsewhere, because gotta note the fact that it's April. Gotta keep in mind tornado season. As for the annular eclipse in October 2023, I gotta look into that path, but I'm thinking that goes north towards like Omaha, so I'll probably be in the Omaha area streaming that. Weather dependent. If not, I'll just be elsewhere where it is weather friendly. Where the weather is eclipse friendly, and stream that way. And I could use the phone as a glasses. But I could put the glasses over the camera lens on the phone, and there you go. For the annular eclipse. But then with the total eclipse, is going to be that, and then lunar eclipses in between. It's getting a little chilly. Yeah, this thing is saying 80 because of my body temperature. So it's like, yay. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning were issued for Como, Tira, and Picton, Texas until 11:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I don't know why you're only getting a 10-minute warning with this. But yeah, just heads up there. So yeah. And now I gotta find the moon. Yeah, its peak eclipse is in 5 minutes. And I will highlight that, so yeah. About 11:13, 11:14 is when I'll hit the highlight button, so for that. So peak lunar eclipse. That's gonna be the title for that. But yeah, this is gonna be a big one. So I guess I was right about this being primal spot to see the eclipse. In fact, I'm the only one out here seeing the eclipse. It's kind of sad. People just don't care, I guess. But solar eclipse, you get people flocking. Like, I'm tempted to book a hotel now for, the weekend of the solar eclipse in like Fayetteville, Arkansas, or whatever. But I gotta make sure I have the money and stuff. But again, I probably won't need that considering it's driving distance from here, so I don't really need hotel. But definitely have a restaurant. Like have something for lunch beforehand. Like I said, I'll probably have weird surveys, just trying random shit. Like, I'll go for the most exotic but relatively cheap restaurants, low key. I was gotta note both dates are while Biden's in office, so cheap is like half your savings. So, but yeah, that would be the plan. At least one of them's right after payday, so the other one is around the time I pay the phone bill. So it's like that. Assuming I'm not on the Starlink thing. Oh god, the solar eclipse. I'm not gonna be able to charge phone during that few minutes. Oh well. So But yeah, if I had that Tesla phone at that time, that's gonna be good footage. You fucking bitch. Why? Okay, another severe thunderstorm warning including Pittsburgh, Texas, Winsboro, and Mount Vernon, Texas, until midnight. At least. And actually the image popped up, 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail, cannot rule out a tornado. 46,652 people, 21 schools, and 3 hospitals affected by this. So yeah, if you're in that area, stay safe. And yeah, that's about all I can really say. To the 3 people viewing this, Kyle, the laptop in my room that's just making sure it's running, and then another person. I doubt any of you live in that area. So. And honestly, with some of the words I be saying in this stream, I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube demonetizes it. Although I'd still send it to them to review, because, like, if you can demonetize them, I'm putting one of your freaking reviewers to work. So, yeah. So, don't demonetize my shit. If you don't want to be put to work. So. Okay, who the fuck shoots a 90-year-old person and a 92-year-old person in a church? Oh my god, people are fucking shitstorms. Humans are vicious creatures. That's what I come to realize. So, yeah. It's 11:11. It's peak eclipse. Wait, who said wait? I can't put the moon on pause. The fuck? You can't put the moon on pause. Crazy. But now that it's at peak, it should start whiting out. So. Well, if you can actually see the darker part of the shadow move a little bit. It just move, and now it's gonna be like towards the other side, and then it's gonna start whiting out, and yeah. So. So, yeah. But, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be one of my longer streams. That I come to realize. So. Definitely beats the lower coverage stream, that's for sure. With Hurricane Laura. Yeah, that was a 3-4 hour stream. This is easily 3-4 hours right now because I started this at around 8:35. Um, it's 11:12, 11:13. Okay, 11:14. Okay, so I said I was gonna hit that now, so let's do that. Highlight. So yeah, with that, it's like, yeah, this stream's at least 2 hours 40 minutes long, and this thing doesn't completely white out till like 2 in the morning, so this would be borderline. Would I be able to put this as a VOD? I just got now notification from the moon calendar app saying that we're at a full moon. Well, no shit. We're at peak lunar eclipse. But yeah. But yeah, that's the whole thing there. So. I know, right? I mean, considering we're at peak eclipse, that would be peak full moon, so. So, technically, at this point on, we're now at a winning gibbous. And you know how people are joking about if there's a surplus with military and deficit with education, and without like having the military run the schools, and that aged really well because teacher shortages triggered a few states, New Mexico being the main one, to have the National Guard run the schools. So basically, they are having the military run the schools. You're definitely not going to have any mass shootings. That's for sure. At the schools. So it's like, yeah. Right? Like, with that logic, the public schools in New Mexico, they may not be really good in test scores. They're the safest schools in the fucking country. So, good. No one gonna shoot them up knowing that the military's running the bitch. And honestly, the fact that there's a lot of high school shootings and like school shootings, I can't call that low key. Like, you have all these, like, especially around lunchtime, you get all these like military recruiters trying to recruit people. Like, where are those guys when there's a freaking school shooting at the high schools? Like, those guys would shut that shit down. No. Like, the fuck? Where the fuck are those guys when you need them? And, like, JRTC, like, the bitch, the fuck? Like, where the fuck are those guys when you need them? It's getting a little chilly. But then again, it's freaking 11:20 at night. Is it? About there, yeah. Pop up. Bitch, what is happening? Here we go. 3.6 in Peru. Yeah. That moon hasn't really moved from that spot this entire time, but again, it's not really been a long time. But then again, between like 3 hours ago, it's down over here. So it's like, yeah. Okay, so the thing died. Well, it's on the verge of dying. Phone's at 52%. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna be pushing it. I mean, it's not dead yet, but it will be in the next, like, half hour or so, the portable charger. Because it's doing this shit. So that's on E. Phone's at 50-some 2%. Yeah, good night. So that's gonna be fun. But when that dies, and it's only a matter of time before the phone dies, and have to end the stream because the phone is dead. Or is on the verge of death. But you had a good run. That might have been the weak link. Phone battery. But it's a good stream nonetheless. And I'm not talking like we're gonna end stream soon. It's just like it might be cut sooner than planned because of the portable charger situation, not being properly prepared with that. So plus I've been cold. So yeah, once that dies, phone will probably be like 53, 54%, maybe 55. And once the phone drops below, let's say 25%, depending on the situation with the stream, that's when I'll end it. On the moon, that's when I'll end the stream. And trains are being weird right now, so... Oh, that's why I thought it was sirens. No, that was the fucking trains. Look. But yeah. Okay, it officially died. So... now my phone's at the mercy of this. Of time. So, since that did die, I might as well set that up and stuff, and... yeah. So you guys may not see the moon for a few minutes, because I'm trying to fight the wire to put into my pocket. There, now that's in the pocket, let's go back to the moon. So, yeah. The lunar eclipse is awesome. But yeah, it's definitely past midnight. No, it's not. Still got a few more minutes, but yeah. But, yeah. 52% is a nice charge for remainder of the stream. Yeah, because it's projected to last until 4:15 in the morning. I call bullshit low-key, but still. So, yeah. Feel free to speak in the chat. I'm very well interactive and stuff like that. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe and whatnot. Ring the bell. And if you're wanting to be very generous, there's the super chats, the super stickers, and now super thanks available. So I'm only saying that because the YouTube gurus say that's a good idea to say that sort of thing. It's like, yeah, I'll take your advice for that, just to say I'd taken your advice. Because they're not really a fan of what I'm doing with YouTube, with my channel. because they're thinking my channel's not doing too good because individual videos aren't doing too good. But with the magnitude of videos, and lately, with the tornadoes, my video's been taking off a little bit. This Lunar Eclipse is being huge there. Just being a little bit more ballsy on recording stuff has really helped out, and just getting better timing on the quakes, covering a bit more overseas that the USGS is lacking on, and just doing a lot more. That's been really helping out the channel. And covering more volcanoes, that's been really boosting the channel. Just cover more volcanic activity. I really need to get back to doing that. I did bring back Volcano and Word of the Day. That was really haven't really added much for audience for the channel, but they help. And the earthquakes, the U.S. temperature extremes videos weren't really doing much to begin with. A few videos of that took off because shorts. But since then they have rarely gotten past 10, 20 views. But I'm still gonna keep doing it because I'm not here to get a lot of views. I'm here to spread word on this sort of stuff. Spread awareness. That's my goal. Is spread awareness and educate the population on this. And Sam is here. She's just not commenting. So be careful and not say like racial slurs. She will time you out. But yeah. But Sam, don't worry. I think the guy left after you timed him out because he probably got pissed and just left, thinking I timed him out. I don't know why, but I don't blame him honestly. But yeah. So you could chat. So, but yeah, that's my goals, which YouTube is to educate and spread awareness. Because I'm somewhat of a firm believer that a lot of the stuff with climate change is probably just due to us being better at documenting it. So it gives the illusion that crazy shit is happening more often. It's like, nah, probably just we're just getting better at educating. We're just documenting it more. So it gives the illusion that it's happening more. But that's not the case. It's just we're better at documenting it. And that's been kind of the case with Tornado Alley. Because, yeah, tornadoes are happening a bit more. They do appear to happen a bit more to the east. But that's just because we're better at documenting the weaker ones. That's what's inflating the numbers. With hurricanes, with satellite, hurricane numbers jumped. That's because we got better at documenting them. And we still got slow seasons, and we got busy seasons. And that's going to be that for the rest of time. We just got better at documenting it. Because we're aware of it now. Now, I'm not denying climate change exists. And I'm not denying that humans have a part in it. Now, all I'm saying is, we gotta rule out what is better documenting, and what is or isn't influenced by human activity. We gotta rule out that stuff. And then focus, and then what we can handle by human activity, then handle it. And then it's like, just go from there. That's all you really can do. And then everything else will sort itself out, and then climate change will go back to its normal rates or whatever, and the climate will still continue to change as the planet and the sun ages and stuff. But yeah, that's something you can't control. And with the carbon degassing, there's also, like, science confirmed that a lot of it could be from a couple areas getting ready to flood the place with lava. So yeah, that's been the thing. No, a lot of this wobbling is because my arms are getting tired. I'm just gonna hold it like this. I'm not gonna be able to see your comments because my hand's covering it, but comment away if you can. Because I need to let my right arm rest. God damn. Got bad. A bit more stable now, but can't really let an arm rest if I have to use it to scratch some itches. But, yeah. Yeah, the position of that is definitely moving, so. Coughing when you have kidney stones is a lot worse. Oh my god. And yeah, I'm fighting kidney stones right now. It's like, why? But it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go on a water-only diet when it comes to beverages for, like, the rest of my life. With a side of cranberry juice. Okay? Like, I'm just, like, nah. It's fucking genetics on my father's side that's causing this issue. And I just, like, yeah, been had that issue. I should have followed, I should have prepared better. It's like the problems that's going on with my parent, like, pro tip. If you see issues showing up with your parents, prepare for such issues in your life. That's a pro tip in life. And if you don't like those issues, and, like, you can't really afford the whole, like, potential medical issues with offspring, it's probably best to just not have any. They're not trying to push for eugenics or whatever, but still, it's like, that's the main reason I don't want to have kids. It's like, I have horrible fucking genetics on both sides of the family. I'm not passing that shit down. I'm not cursing anyone else with that shit. The fuck? I would not wish that shit on anyone, so I'm not gonna create anyone that has that issue. Oh, 2.6 magnitude quake just hit western Texas. That's gonna be fun. And a 0.8 near Cobb, California. Okay. But yeah, I'm not gonna wish that shit on anyone else. I'm not having kids. The fuck? No one deserves that shit. No one deserves to be blind and have horrible allergies to animals, food, have horrible allergies to medicine, sleep apnea, a lot of mental disorders on top of that. Like, no one deserves to be born with that. Like, I'm not talking down anyone that has those issues. It's just like, having those issues all at once is not really fun. It's a bit satire with that, but it's like, in this economy, yeah, having those issues is not a good thing. Because, in terms of medical, eye is seen as a different thing, so Medicare don't cover eye shit. It's a totally different thing. And dental is a fucking bitch with that, too. Like, if we're gonna do free healthcare, we need to throw in dental and eye care in that, too. The fuck? But or make it like, and like, honestly, solution for healthcare, treat it like uh, I see shadows. Okay, that's me. Um, but I mean, I see a big shadow, Earth shadow on the moon. But point is, like, yeah, what I was saying is, like, big solution to health insurance. Treat it like car insurance. Um, the person at fault pays for your hospital bills. I mean, we kind of already do that with lawsuits and shit. But, like, make that a whole thing. Like, where you don't have to go through the court system or whatever. You have to. But, like, the person at fault, their health insurance pays for it, or them themselves if they don't have health insurance. Like, say, someone stabs you, they pay for the hospital bills. Or if they happen to kill you, they pay for the funeral costs. And their life insurance policy pays for your death. That would be something a little bit more satirical, but still, that would be a major thing. Honestly, that would be a huge thing. Go after the murderers. Sue them for funeral costs. Like, yeah. That would be a huge thing. Like, make it where murderers have to pay for their victim's funeral. The fuck? That would be a huge thing there. And rapists, if resulted in a pregnancy and the mother decides to keep the child, all their funds must go to the woman, but they have to prove that it was rape to begin with, and not just be a woman trying to Amber Heard her way out of fucking trouble. That's the thing there. That's what I'm thinking there. Like, you gotta have the evidence and shit. Gotta prove it. And it's like a lot of other stuff, like, but like, if again with the healthcare, if you done something yourself, like you're like, oh my gosh, hold my beer and jump off a roof and break your leg, you're paying for the bill. But if it's something that's out of your control, like a weather-related injury, genetic disorder, or you just get sick, then that should be covered by the insurance companies. That you completely by insurance. Should be how it is. Weather-related, age-related, genetic-related, because you have no control over that. Disease, you don't have no control over that. To a point. Like if you're smoking for 30 years and you end up with lung cancer, you're paying for that shit. Plain and simple. It's getting a bit weird. I don't like weird. Okay, the moon is moving. But, yeah. Okay, 1.3 near Ciales Valley, California. But yeah, that's my whole philosophy. Is like, if you, yeah. And that's not a bad philosophy, low key. A lot of people on the left agree with that one. It's like, yeah, your terms are agreeable. And like, also with the banning abortions and shit, if the woman can't opt out of having a child, neither should the father. And it's like, yeah, terms are agreeable. We can do that shit. Like, make that happen. Only reason any party should be out of the child's life is if they're a danger to the child's life, or the child is a danger to their life. But to that one is like more or less when they're older enough or still inside the mother and could kill the mother and have a high chance of killing the mother because their health shouldn't have allowed them to have the child in the first place. That's the whole thing there. It's like, yeah. And I know my philosophy is a bit dark and stuff like that, a bit satirical, but it's like, I'm libertarian, it's gonna be like that. Like, people will be accountable to their own actions, and it's like, yeah, just work things out. If you can, talk things out and all that stuff, and one night stands, the male shouldn't have a say on abortions, but with relationships, the male should have a say, and if the woman aborts, they should be able to dump her without any repercussions if he wanted to keep the child. Like, that's the thing. Because, like, yeah, if you support the decision, that's on you, but if you don't, you should have the right to get out of the relationship because it's clearly going to be a toxic relationship. That's a clear sign that's not going to work. So. Yeah. Yeah. What time is it? 11:40. 43% on the phone. Oh god, a 4.7 magnitude quake apparently hit the Rechange volcano today. I definitely needed to do that after this thing here. Right? Oh, you're back. Okay. Yeah. We're approaching towards the end of the eclipse, part of the eclipse where the moon starts to white out. So that part should be starting in the next 20 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. So there's that. Oh, also the portable charger died, so definitely on a crunch time with this, and I doubt I'll be able to stream till 2 in the morning. Because now this thing is projected to last till 3:30 with the battery life, and it's like, yeah. It's gonna rapidly drop, and I'll be lucky to be streaming till midnight. 12:30, so yeah, stream is definitely gonna be cut short due to the phone battery life and not being properly prepared for that. So I do apologize for that. For other stuff I said in the stream, I don't really apologize for that, because that's a philosophy. Like, no one should apologize for their opinion unless if it's really fucking toxic. Like, only a certain type of people should be alive. Like, yeah, that's fucking toxic and should be stopped before those opinions turn into actions. But it's like, it's not hurting anyone outside of, like, it's not overly stepping on boundaries and shit like that. And it's like, yeah, just work on that. And if you're not too, like, aggressive with it and you're respectful about it, then speak away. Talk away. Like, have fun. As long as you're respectful about it, you're good. Oh, your body hates you. I read it as buddy. Like, wait, what happened? What'd you do? What'd you do to your buddy? Or body, I guess. You're refusing to go to sleep, or you're trying to sleep and your body says no, and it's like, yeah. Don't you hate it when your body is trying to get you to fall asleep, and the moment you actually do try to sleep, your body's like, psych! It's like rude. But yeah. Hey, Twitter notification popped up. Okay. Just another thing involving a murder in Alabama. At the trial and stuff. Like, okay. I know, right? It's fucking stupid. Like, you fall in your sleep and you wake up suddenly. It's like, bitch, stop it. I ain't dying. Now stop it. Let me sleep. Now, if you do that when I need to wake up for other reasons, like, I'm cool with that. Have that my fucking alarm. Hell, knowing Elon Musk, if he pushes Neuralink, you could probably set up that setting. Like, you could set it up where you fall and you wake when you need to wake. Like, yes, Loki, that would be interesting. But and Neuralink, that basically basically make you telepathic. Or the moon at? But yeah, that would basically make you telepathic. Also, it makes you wonder. Elon Musk is pretty much loved by everyone. He was loved by the left until he bought Twitter. No, not really. Because that sounds a bit more Mark of the Beast like than having a microchip in your hand, honestly. And before Elon Musk bought Twitter, he was loved by all. Like he had barely any haters. And Musk sounds kind of like Mobbus. It's like, okay, he might be an Antichrist. He might be the Antichrist, the third Antichrist. That is a possibility. So you gotta keep an eye out for that. Because he has the support, he has the money to pull that shit. Trying to solve all the world problems and all that shit like that. Space Link, Starlink, that's gonna be a huge one. It's like, yeah, put microchips in your brain, pair that with the freaking microchip in your hand with the vaccine supposed thing going on. But like, yeah, that's gonna be a combination. And actually, it's supposed to be a combination of the two that would be Mark of Beast. So, gotta keep an eye out for that. Oh, we're back. Yeah. 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 I do apologize. She jumped the gun on that with a timeout. She's not a fan of people talking about politics at all, so she doesn't really care what side, just don't bring it up. So that's just her philosophy. I let her know to just talk to me first before jumping the gun again. So, yeah. So you should be in the good. You should be in the green. So, and the timeout was like hopefully 10, maybe 20 minutes long, but just by how long you were gone, it might have been an hour. So, yeah, that would be pushing around an hour. So yeah. But also, in case you haven't noticed, the portable charger died. So I'm at the mercy of the phone battery right now for when I have to end the stream. So yeah. And I'm sure there's probably some conspiracy theory out there saying that Elon Musk is the Antichrist, so yeah. Good night, y'all. But starting to white out. Trains are being weird. And that fucking light turned on again. What the fuck? Dogs are barking as a result of that train with the brakes. The screaming. I don't know why this area is so cheap. You're in that middle of the night, you're not sleeping. It's probably what triggered that light to go on. Oh god. That's low-key the most dark thing he's said so far. Like, oh my god. Says he thinks where everyone else will be. Well, currently everyone is in hell. It's called Earth. No. JK. But still. It's just one of those things. See? As soon as that noise stopped, the light stopped. That's a sign. That's sound induced. Whoo! Or whatever. I don't know. Being weird. So I have to activate the light by being loud, but my voice don't really travel. It used to as a kid. It used to echo like a motherfucker. But, like, ah! What echoes? What the fuck noise was that, though? I made a weird noise. And it echoed, and I was like, why? So it does echo. At night. You know what? Your noise echoes more at night. So it gets colder. It's logic there. So... But yeah, that's a little sus, low-key, when I said that. But yeah, it should start to white out, and when it's like too white, if we actually pick up on the phone, I'll probably end up ending stream there because, like I said, phone's at 38% right now. And there's no way to charge it out here, so... And no, can't plug it into the satellite dish, I checked. Plus, I doubt the satellite dish is connected to the power grid anymore anyways, so it's like, yeah, that's not happening. But yeah. And this is a very long string as it is, because since the crash has been... Little crash has been like 2.5 hours, basically. There's little other pauses and stuff, but it's like, yeah. But yeah, this will take like 2 or 3 days to go confirm and all that shit, so it's like, yay. I heard a voice. I don't like voice. I heard a voice behind me. Might end stream sooner if that keeps happening. I mean, he fits the side effects of it. He has the intelligence. He lacks social skills. He does crazy shit. But yeah. Named his kid a weird ass name, and it's like, he might be. He might be. At the very least, Asperger's. He might have the same condition that, Bill Gates has. So, it's just at least with him, he don't have genocidal tendencies. So, suppose there's that. I really need to apply shoe glue to these soles and stuff, and... yeah. Very okay. Yeah, looks like I have a few earthquakes. I'll probably do like a small earthquake compilation with audio. So that's probably what will end up happening with that. And then strongest quake a day, and just gonna go sleep after that. After the stream is over. Um, I'll probably record all those out here too, actually, but probably not. Probably go inside, just make sure my phone don't die during recording. But yeah. And then tomorrow, with the severe weather threat, I'll definitely be focused on that. Especially with that huge 5% area with the tornadoes that might include a 10% bubble. So it's like, yeah, definitely want to keep an eye on that. So, and that huge enhanced risk area, might be a moderate bubble that might pop up. I doubt it will, but if it does, I'll definitely be focused on that. And I'm not sure when the last time the Northeast had a moderate risk. So for me, that day they had the freaking Philadelphia tornado, that might be in the moderate up there, but I'll definitely have to look it up when the last time the Northeast had a moderate risk, if they had ever. Moon's starting to turn white. Don't tell that to Twitter, they will say the moon is racist. For doing that. But so looks like a volcano or something is erupting. It's awesome like that. At least in IRL, not on phone screen, but it's like, yeah. Oh, it's an awesome thing to see, witness and stuff. It's like, yay. Do this. Moon is chucking along, honestly. If it's doing it that quick, it's chucking along for sure. Or Earth is just orbiting that fucking quick. Or revolving that fucking quick. Like, oh my god, we just chuckling along. Stop with the flying shits! Oh no, there's this light from the car driving by. But yeah. It's still probably kind of condensing and shit. Condensating and shit with the breath. It's in the low 60s, upper 50s right now. I could guarantee that much right now. Ooh. Inhaled air, that's not good. That's not a good thing. That cough was due to me inhaling air wrong. Where'd the moon go? But yeah. Yeah, this looks a lot more better in the seeing with your naked eye. Like, that's the best HD quality you're gonna see is through your own fucking eyeballs. Oh, this is like 720 at best. 480 at best. Well, your eyes is definitely like 4K and shit. Like, the fuck, maybe even better than that. You got pixels for days. No, but still. Just memories. Documenting memories. Leo moved. And it's getting really cold. Phone's at 34%. Yeah. Might end up ending stream a lot sooner than expected because, yeah, this is really killing the phone battery and I should have prepared more. Because, nope, my phone is at like 95% when I started the stream. It drained that much with having like a 10% boost with having the portable charger in about 4 hours. It's like 3.5, 4 hours because I was streaming the entire time. Now, if I wasn't active, probably like 80% compared to like the 95 it was before that. So it's like, yeah, activity really drains a battery. So yeah. Hell, even a Tesla phone with a built-in solar panel charger won't work because, well, it's night, and B, yeah, you get solar radiation from bouncing back from the moon, but during a lunar eclipse, you don't have that. So, it's midnight. Alarm was going off, so if that messed with stream, I do apologize. We're back. So, speaking of which, yeah, live chat. Making sure that was enabled. Okay, so. But yeah. Starting to shine. But yeah. I'm thinking, spawn dips below 30, it's like a slippery slope. Really drains fast at that point. And I was like, yeah, I'll probably just end stream there. So I do apologize for the inconveniences of that, but there's other people streaming the eclipse, I'm sure. So you could easily find those streams and enjoy the rest of the eclipse there. So, hell, I'm sure if it wasn't so cloudy in Dallas, Dole Whip Dad would be streaming the eclipse. But yeah. So. But yeah. And also with the disinformation shit, trying to be like, oh, if you say something we don't approve, we're gonna freeze your bank accounts. Like, bitch, I'll go to Texas and sue your ass. Like, I'll be moving to Texas before that shit starts up, and I'll be like, bitch, try me. Because that, yeah. Because you're gonna piss off a lot of Texans, and you're like, yeah, no. So. But yeah. 30. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning popped up for White Oak, Glade, Water, and Gilmore, Texas until 12:45 a.m. Central Daylight Time. No severe thunderstorm warning for the... Okay, that was midnight. That's expired, so we're good here. And in Gainesville, Lindsay, and Kellisburg, Texas, I'm not sure how long, probably 12:45 time frame. Might have another warning for the Thackerville, Oklahoma area. But yeah. 50-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail possible. 29,714 people, 15 schools and a hospital affected by that. 1.3 near Cialis Valley, California. So, there's all that. The fuck? No. There we go. Yeah. Nope. That didn't pop up. It got overshadowed by severe weather alerts. And alert with a 3.0 magnitude quake in Salta, Argentina, just now. But I'll probably see it after I end the stream. So, then I'll probably check for potential severe thunderstorm watches I should probably cover before bed. Although I doubt there's any active. So, but yeah. Also note tomorrow morning, got earthquakes that happened after I go to sleep and in between when I go to sleep and wake up. Severe weather forecast. That won't be till after 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time every single day. As long as there's severe weather forecasted, because that's when it's up to date. It's and stuff like that. So after 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time, every single day, as long as it's severe weather forecasted, you could expect that video to pop up. And that's usually the first video I do. So yeah, severe weather forecast. Earthquakes and a volcano and word of the day in the morning. That's pretty much every single morning. And on Thursdays, there's drought. And if there's anything tropical, there'll be updates on that every morning too. So that's basically how that is. At the very least, there'll be 4 videos every morning. With earthquakes, severe weather forecast, volcanoes, and word of the day. If there's any like confirmed quakes that pop up, I'll handle that accordingly if I notice them. And severe weather alerts that pop up early in the morning, I'll handle those too. And like I said, tropical systems, and on Thursdays, drought. So, yeah. And that's really all I can really say on that. But yeah, sadly my phone's getting towards needing life support on the battery life, so yeah, I'm gonna have to end stream soon. Like, I'll see about going to 2 hours 40 minutes on what's showing up on here. So I got another 5 minutes and I'll end stream. So about 12:10 I'll be ending stream. I do apologize for the inconvenience. I'm sure there's others streaming the eclipse. I'm sure I'm not the only one. And I'm sure they probably have better tech for viewing that stuff. They probably actually have telescopes and stuff. I mean, I do, just in the other spot. It's in storage. So. But this lunar eclipse is magnificent, and I'm sure I'm not the only one streaming. And it's like, yeah, just be alert on that, as that will be a huge thing. And yeah. Oh, also, before I go to bed, I'll be handling the highlights I made. There's like 3 of them. So, making them public and on handling titles and all that good shit. So, could have also made more highlights, but oh well. So, stay tuned for the highlights. So, just note that. And this is actually the planned 6,000 sub celebration, so there's that too. Just to throw that out there. But yeah, it looks like you can't really see the eclipse anymore, because the whiteness is overshining it, and you can't really see it on the thing, so. Maybe if I zoom out. No, that didn't really pop up. That didn't really help it. But yeah, because of that, I might have to end stream now anyways. It's getting close. So, again, yeah, battery's quickly dying, and you can't really see the eclipse on the phone, because the whiteness kind of ruined it. So, yeah. But like I said, stay tuned for the highlights that will be up. Well, they're already uploaded. They're just labeled as unlisted. So I just mess with the title, the description a little bit, and playlist, and then monetize it and upload it, public it. May or may not just set them up to be instant premieres, but not actually gonna be active in them. So yeah. With that does seem to be it for right now, so stay safe, see you in the next video or stream, bye.